What if I told you that the simple habit of kicking off your shoes when you get home could actually be putting a block on your financial flow, maybe even slowing down opportunities coming your way?
It sounds almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, too simple, doesn't it? But honestly, after decades working with energy, I've seen it again and again. Our stuff, especially things like shoes that go out into the world with us, they carry some serious energetic weight.
Right.
And where you put them, inside your home. That choice, it really does make a huge difference to the flow of abundance, well-being.
Yeah.
Everything, really.
So this isn't just about, tripping over shoes or visual clutter. We're talking unseen energy here.
Exactly. It's not some old wives' tale or superstition. It's based on this ancient understanding that everything is energy and it all interacts. Your home, that's your main energy field. Stuff you bring in either boosts it or, frankly, messes it up. So what we want to do in this deep dive is pinpoint those specific spots where you really, really shouldn't leave your shoes and explain why energetically. The goal is to give you some simple, powerful steps you can take, like right now, to align your space better, to attract success, money, those opportunities you're looking for. It's about taking back control of your energetic environment.
All right, let's get into it. It really starts with understanding what shoes are, energetically speaking.
Yeah, they're way more than just, things you put on your feet. Think of them like energetic tools, powerful ones. Every step you take, sure, leaves a bit of your energy signature on them, but they also act like sponges. They soak up the vibes of everywhere you go. Crowded streets, maybe a hospital, places with heavy energy, even joyful places. Your shoes are collecting all of that.
Like a little energetic record of your day.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And because they're what physically carry you forward, right, on your path, they hold the energy of your progress, your movement, all of the opportunities you walk towards or maybe even away from. So where you let all that concentrated outside energy rest inside your sanctuary, inside your home, that becomes super critical for your own energy flow and, well, your ability to manifest what you want.
Okay, so let's tackle the first big no-no people often make without even realizing it.
Yes, and this one's huge because it directly messes with your core personal energy. Storing shoes right under your bed seems handy maybe, but energetically, not good.
Under the bed, why is that so bad? I mean, it feels like my space safe.
It absolutely should be. That's the whole point. Your bed, that whole area, it's meant to be your sacred zone for deep rest, spiritual recharge, healing, even processing stuff subconsciously while you sleep.
Right.
When you're sleeping, you're super receptive, your energy field is open, your subconscious is busy sorting things out, connecting. And if you bring that heavy, dense, sometimes chaotic energy your shoes picked up outside all the stress, public vibes, maybe negativity, and you put it directly underneath you while you're in that open, vulnerable state, that low frequency stuff just seeps right into your personal energy field.
So it's not just physically under the bed, it's energetically under me when I'm most open.
Precisely. That's why some people feel restless, have anxious dreams, or just wake up feeling drained for no reason. Especially, around those peak spiritual hours, like 3 or 4 in the morning, people sometimes mention.
Interesting.
That stagnant outside energy from the shoes, it's literally interfering with your body's natural healing and recalibration process during sleep. And when your core energy is constantly being dragged down like that, it directly impacts your ability to attract higher frequency stuff, like financial flow, opportunities. It shows up as blocks, delays, feeling stuck, maybe even physical things like being tired all the time, irritable, because your whole system is strained.
Wow. Okay. That makes total sense. The place you recharge is getting polluted by the day's energetic grime.
Exactly.
Too.
And kind of building on that idea of disruption. The second mistake is just leaving shoes scattered around carelessly, kicked off near the door, maybe in random piles somewhere.
Okay, that one seems more obvious just from a tidiness perspective.
Yeah.
But what's the energetic angle?
Visually, yeah, it's clutter. But energetically, it creates static, interference in your field. Think about abundance, money, success, opportunities. These energies tend to have a structure, a flow, an order to them.
Right, like divine order.
Exactly. So when your physical space is disorganized, messy, it creates a matching disorganization in your energy field. It's like trying to tune into a clear radio signal, but there's just tons of static. Your ability to send out clear intentions and receive what aligns with them gets seriously hampered.
So the messy space is sending a message to the universe, maybe even to ourselves.
Absolutely. Your subconscious is constantly reading the room, energetically speaking. If your space feels chaotic, the message it gets is something like, Things are messy, my life is messy, my finances are probably messy too, and that internal programming just works against you. It can literally manifest as those frustrating financial delays, opportunities that seem to just evaporate, or you just miss the signs because your energy isn't really aligned and ready to grab them when they show up. An organized space, though, it acts like an energetic magnet. It signals clarity, readiness. It says, welcome to prosperity.
I can really see how that shifts the whole internal message. Okay, so we've covered under the bed, general scattering. Are there other specific zones in the house that are particularly sensitive to shoe energy?
Oh, yes, definitely. The third spot, and one people often overlook, is hallways.
Hallways.
Yes. Energetically, they're super important. They aren't just walkways. Think of them as the energetic arteries of your home. They transport and distribute vital energy, including abundance, opportunity, success, from the entrance to every single room.
So leaving shoes there literally blocks the flow.
Pretty much. Imagine you've got great energy in your kitchen, which we'll talk about, or your living room, high vibes. But if the main pathways for that energy to circulate are clogged up with shoes, it's like a blocked artery, just like you said. The good energy can't get where it needs to nourish the rest of your home, the rest of your life.
What does that kind of blockage feel like in someone's life?
It can show up as this feeling of restlessness, maybe feeling drained even when you've slept. Opportunities might feel like they're just out of reach. You might even notice more tension or little conflicts in the home because the energy isn't flowing smoothly. It's stagnant, choppy.
Energetic arteries blocked. That's a really potent image.
It really is. And it shows why intentional placement isn't just about being neat. It's about optimizing that energy flow. Now, this next one, this might surprise some people. Leaving shoes in or even near the kitchen.
The kitchen, really. I mean, I wouldn't store them there, but maybe kick them off near the back door if it leads into the kitchen area.
Even that momentary placement, or having them near an entrance into the kitchen, is something to be really mindful of. Consistently over the years, I've seen the kitchen as like one of the absolute power centers in a home, energetically. It's the heart of abundance.
The heart of abundance?
Yeah, it's where transformation happens, right? Raw ingredients become nourishment, blessings are prepared, shared. It's like this alchemical space where prosperity gets nurtured, where opportunities are sort of cooked up into reality.
And shoes carrying all that outside stuff.
Exactly. Your shoes protect you out there. They clear your path. That's great. But they also absorb everything. Neutral energy, sure, but also potential negativity, other people's stress, maybe envy, just unwanted low vibes. Bringing that external mess, the chaos, the energetic contaminants from the outside world directly into the core space of your abundance, the place where your financial flow, your well-being, your manifestation power is centered, that creates some powerful interference.
It's energetically polluting the wellspring of your prosperity.
That's a perfect way to describe it. It creates this invisible block. It can drain abundance flow, mess with financial stability, even cloud your thinking and peace of mind. I've genuinely seen huge shifts for people just by changing this one habit. Clients stuck financially, couldn't figure out why things weren't clicking. Then they realize, oh wait, I always leave my shoes by the kitchen door.
Wow.
The second they consciously moved them elsewhere, things started flowing, money eased up, stress lessened, the sense of peace came back. Your kitchen should be this vibrant magnet for prosperity,
Yeah.
Not a dumping ground for stagnant outside energy.
That just hammers home how these simple physical habits connect directly to our energetic reality. It's wild.
It really is. Okay, now for the fifth point. And this one feels really crucial for keeping your home's energy pure, leaving shoes outside overnight.
Oh, I've definitely done that. If they're muddy or soaking wet, it seems like the practical thing to do.
I totally get the practical side, but energetically, it's a big deal. Remember, shoes are your shields out there. They protect your energy from whatever you're walking through.
Right.
When you leave them outside, especially all night long, they become vulnerable, exposed. They just sit there soaking up whatever energies are lingering around in the night, frequencies, vibrations, stuff you really, really do not want to absorb or invite into your space or your energy field.
So they're absorbing negativity while they sit out there.
They can absolutely absorb low vibe, stagnant energies that tend to be more present or active during the night hours. Then next morning you bring them inside, maybe put them right back on, and you're literally tracking those energies into your home, into your aura.
Yikes.
Yeah. Your home's meant to be your sanctuary, right? Peaceful, high vibration, protective. Shoes left outside, they become little magnets for lower frequencies instead of shielding you. Putting them back on just brings that stuff in. It can settle in your home, mess with your thoughts, create subtle little blocks in your path. Keeping your shoes inside in a clean, designated spot, that's vital for fortifying the blessing of your home, maintaining your energy field's integrity.
Wow. These are all such practical things, but with really deep energetic implications. And, if you listening are finding these tips helpful, if these ways to align your space for more abundance are resonating, maybe take a second right now.
Yeah, definitely. If you're seeing how shifting these small habits could really open things up for you, please hit that like button. It's a small way to exchange energy, and it helps this deep dive reach more people who are also looking to clear their path.
And hey, while you're there, if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. We do deep dives like this every single week, sharing insights to help you navigate your whole energetic journey.
Absolutely.
And actually, before we move to the next part, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these spots, under the bed, scattered around, hallways, the kitchen, maybe leaving them outside, which one feels like your area to focus on?
Yeah.
Just acknowledging it, typing it out. That's a powerful first step.
It really is. Okay, so we've talked about what not to do, but there's also something powerful and proactive you can do. A simple technique to actually amplify the protective, positive energy of your shoes, to consciously work with them for abundance. I call it the shoe blessing.
The shoe blessing. Okay, I'm intrigued. How does that work?
It's beautifully simple, really. Something you can weave into your daily routine. Every single time you go to put your shoes on, just take a brief moment, hold that intention, and say this little mantra, either out loud or just silently in your head. With every step I take, I grow richer, more protected, and more abundant. It is done.
With every step I take, I grow richer, more protected, and more abundant. It is done.
Ew, I like that. Feels like a really empowering way to start putting your shoes on, to start your day.
It really is. You're consciously programming your intention for prosperity, protection, abundance, right onto the tools that physically carry you through the world. It connects your physical movement, your steps, directly with manifesting your desires.
That's power. Try it. Just apply this simple practice consistently, maybe for a week, 2 weeks, and just notice. Observe the shifts, even subtle ones. Your energy might feel lighter as you go about your day. Your path might feel a bit clearer. You might start noticing little blessings or opportunities popping up more easily. It's just a simple but really profound way to get your shoes working for you on your journey.
This whole conversation, this deep dive, has really just driven home how interconnected everything is. Our physical space, our energetic state, and how these seemingly tiny habits like shoe placement can have such a massive ripple effect on attracting what we want, money, success, opportunities, just peace and flow.
It really comes down to that core principle. Intentional space leads to conscious creation, your physical environment. It's a huge energetic amplifier. So by making deliberate choices, like storing your shoes respectfully in places that honor your home's energy flow, you're actively saying, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive the abundance that's trying to find me.
It's such a clear, tangible reminder, isn't it? That aligning your physical space isn't just about tidying up, it's actively participating in creating the right energetic frequency for manifestation. You're building the vibration that attracts your desires.
Exactly. You're bringing intention right into your daily actions, your daily environment.
So here's a final thought to chew on. If something as, ordinary as where you put your shoes can have this kind of impact on your energy, your abundance, what other everyday habits, what other corners of your home might be subtly shaping your reality in ways you haven't even considered yet?
That's a great question to sit with, isn't it? The potential for alignment is just vast once you start looking through this lens.
Well, we really hope this deep dive gave you some valuable insights, maybe some practical steps you can start taking today to clear that path for more abundance in your own life. Thank you so much for joining us as we explored unlocking prosperity through intentional energetic space.
Yes, thank you. And if you did find value here, please do give us that like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our future explorations into energy, manifestation, and really creating a life you absolutely love. We can't wait to read your comments too, share what resonated, or your commitment to making a shift with your shoes. Your interaction really helps build this amazing community focused on conscious creation.